Welcome to FM Corner. I'm Danny Koontz, Director of Relationship Management for WCE. Today we're going to talk about a topic that seems pretty simple, but it's many times harder than it should be. And that is how to get what you need and give other people what they want. First, let's talk about how to get what you need. First piece of that is to be clear. What is it you're looking for? If you're looking for information, you're looking for some follow-up, some background to an invoice, whatever that may be. Make sure that you are clear in what you're looking for. There's nothing worse than ask somebody to help you with something and then they do, and then you get it and you go, oh no, that didn't help. That's not what I really needed. What I need is this. Give them what you're looking for and everything that surrounds that as you can when you ask the question, so that the opportunity when that person goes to help you or to provide what you're looking for, they give you everything. And sometimes they'll say, well, if you're looking for A, it's actually in a different kind of file. I'll send that to you so you know. Sometimes they know and you may not. So first and foremost, you're asking people to help. Don't make them jump through multiple hoops to give you what it is that you're looking for. Take responsibility on your part to try to make sure that the information you are requesting, you are giving as much as you can to the person that you're seeking help from. You may not have a lot, but give them everything that you have. Communicate. Talk to the other person. This is my issue. Here's what's going on. How do I get what it is that I'm looking for so I can respond to my customer or someone or whoever that may be? Maybe another member on your facility team. As the vendor, could be a tech or whatever. What am I looking for? What do I need so that I'm best to give the other person information that they may be seeking? When you're asked, perform every time. When people ask you, can you get this for me? Can you look into this? Can you find out? Why would you not? Why would you not? The only reason may be if someone's just passing it off and they're not even taking the time to try to fix it. Maybe it's in their court and they just don't want to fix it. Then you got to stop and ask some questions. What have you already done? Okay, let me find out, or check like that. But when you are asked to provide information which is in your court or you have access to that you can do, why wouldn't you do that? You're trying to help a member of the team, so that member of the team can also help the customer at the end. Follow up. After you provided that information to a person, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, was that what you needed? Is there anything else you need? That's building trust, and that's building workmanship together with other members of your team. Hey, that information I forwarded to you last week regarding customer XYZ, is that right? Do you need anything else? Is there anything else I can do? You're kind of doing a little tie off there. I've sent it. You've received it. Is it what you want? Okay, great. And now I can kind of close and move on. If asked, provide your opinion. Hey, I got that information you sent over. Let me ask you a question. This is what I believe is going on, and here are my thoughts. Just in looking at what you sent over and what I'd originally requested, do you have an opinion? What do you think is going on? Many times there's more to a story than what is initially said. And people's opinion, or they read it and they're like, what does this customer want? And they're all excited about it and so on, or they're mad, and there are reasons behind it. For instance, hey, here's what I think's going on. I don't necessarily think it's this manager. I think this manager's getting heat because this bill's not been paid in 60 days. And so with heat becomes sometimes retaliation. I don't have all the info I need. Well, maybe they do. Maybe he has, and he just hadn't done anything about it. So provide that other person kind of the backstory if you know something or you feel something different is going on, so that they will understand. Sometimes it changes the perspective of what's going on. But first and foremost is to give people what they're looking for. What do they need? Give them what they need. Try to help them if you possibly can. Again, you don't want to adding to your back is an old saying, take it off of your back and put it on mine because you don't want to deal with it. That's a different conversation you have to have with people. But if it's truly you are the best person to provide the information they're looking for, answer it. Odds are it will be right because you're the one providing it. Any information they get somewhere else may not be as right. So if you're asked, provide it. That's giving them what they want, what they need. How do you get what you need? First and foremost, be a good partner. Be a good partner. Just like I said, you help them. So when the card is reversed the other way, they're going to hopefully help you and give you information that you need. It's a two-way street. First and foremost, though, you've got to take the lead. When they need help or they need assistance, try to be there. Try to take care of it every time. You hope that then again, in return, you're going to get what you give. Another old saying, you get what you give. If you're helpful and you're accommodating and you try to do the right thing to help folks all along, odds are they will help you. If they don't, and you've been as helpful as you possibly can with them, you're going to have that conversation of, hey, listen, the street goes two ways, not one. When you request information from me, I try to provide that to you every time. However, when I need something back from you, it doesn't roll that way. We need to talk about that. Help goes both ways. It is not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. So you may have to have that conversation with people. Ask why. Why would you not, respond or help me when I need something? But when you need it, it's an emergency and you got to have it. And I try to give you what you need. It's questions that you need to answer. But back to my opening statement, it all starts with you. What do you do? Are you helpful to those people when they ask questions that are in your court? Do you talk about it? Do you try to provide information the best you can? Do you follow up to make sure that you've given them what you want? If you're doing all those things, you absolutely can request the same when it goes the other way. And that's a hard conversation to have with people sometimes. But at the end of the day, again, works two ways. You're going to get what you give. Think about that. Always be helpful. Always work with the other person or whoever it is that's asking you a question. And then if you don't get that in return, stop and have the conversation to find out why. Many times it's just eye-opening to the person on the other side who never even thinks about it. And suddenly that will get better. And at the end of the day, both of y'all are working together. You're getting what you need. They're getting what they need. And everybody moves along. And it's a much happier place to be. That's our FM Corner for today. We look forward to doing another one next week. And thanks as always for listening to FM Corner. We will be doing some more live conversations with people as we go down the road. We're going to kind of do a mixture. We're going to do some of the lessons learned and stories that we've been doing, and then we're going to do more live podcasts as well. So stay tuned for those. Thank you always for listening. We'll see you next week.